This time we left it here where we had the pins on our CPU listed here. We changed it port B pin 2221 and port E pin 26. And we're able to, using the memory browser here, be able to change the value on the pins to be on and off. But our actual code here would only ever turn on the red pin on and off, no matter what we did there. So what we have to do is take a look here at this code and figure out how can we add, say, a red, green, and blue LED turning on and off inside this code here. Now, if we look at our main code here, we have board init boot pins, we have board init boot clocks. And so one of the things we want to do is go over here to where it says board and open it up. And there's a number of different things in here, but the thing that's most important for us is the pin mux.h. So let's open that up by double clicking. Now we can grab this and slide it over here. By comparing things here to here, we'll be able to figure out how to modify this code here. Before we make any changes to our programming code here, what we want to do is make a new revision for Project Blinky. So we're going to right mouse click, we're going to say copy, right mouse click, and we're going to say paste. We're going to make this revision 1. And as before, we're just going to close this to make sure we don't mess it up. Rev0, because we want to keep that one. Now notice here we've got a couple interesting things at the bottom here. We know we have to get rid of the link server debug launch because that's Rev0 and it'll create a new one. But the thing is we've got two MEX files here. Rev0, if we double click, it's going to take us to our pin configuration stuff again. And you notice we got red and blue and green pins already set up here, as you can see at the bottom. So let's go back and let's take a look at the blinky.mex, the default one that was set up by just creating this project. What you're going to find is only the red LED has been set up here, nothing else. So we don't need that pin configuration file, so we're going to get rid of it because we want to use the red, blue, and green that we've already set up. So let's delete this guy, and we're pretty much ready to go. And one of the things that you're going to find is that if we look right up here at the top of our LED_blinky.c, we have some defines here. And we've got number sign defined LED_GPIO is board LED red GPIO. Board red LED GPIO is GPIO-B. So all of this stuff down at the bottom here, we can replace this with GPIO-B. Now we also have something called board LED GPIO pin. Board LED red GPIO pin is 22 here. So we can replace all of this here with 22. Now what we're going to do just to check this out is we're going to debug it and see if everything works the same as it always did. Now if our code is correct, when we do a debug here, it should actually have just the red LED flashing by itself when we run our code. So let's run our code and see, and there we have it. Red is turning on and off. So we have the proper code. Now what we have to do is add the code for the red, green, and blue so they all work together. Now there's a couple changes that I've made here. You'll notice I'm up to Rev2 and I've changed the LED_blinky.c to be this code here. Now besides having GPIO port toggle, they have GPIO port clear and port set. If you remember, clear turns something on. And we have GPIO-B here. 1 shifted to left 22 times is going to affect the red LED, and it affects it by turning it on. Then we're waiting 1 full second. Then we're going to turn off the red LED by doing a port set, the same value. And right afterwards, we're doing a GPIO port clear for the green LED to be turned on, and then waiting a full second, shutting it off, turning on the blue, waiting a full second, shutting it off, and then looping. Let's see what that's going to look like when we actually run our code. We're seeing we're getting red, green, blue, red, green, blue, over and over again, based on the code that we've got here.